Welcome to the first lesson in Session 3 on the equation of a circle. Before we introduce a circle, we need to introduce conic sections. A conic section is a curve formed by the intersection of a plane and a double cone. Here are the four types of conic sections. We have a circle, an ellipse, a parabola, and a hyperbola. Now we're familiar with the parabola from Tier 1. We're going to revisit the parabola and introduce some new characteristics in Tier 2. So we start with the circle. By definition, a circle is a set of all points that are the same distance from a fixed point. So the fixed point represents the center of the circle, and that distance represents the radius. And standard form of a circle is given as the quantity of x minus h to the second power plus the quantity of y minus k to the second power equals r to the second power, where h and k represent the center of the circle and r represents the radius. Values of x and y represent points that lie on the circle. So our first example, we're going to be asked to write the equation of a circle with a center at 0, 0, and a radius of 3. So remember, my center is given as h and k, and the radius is r in the equation. So as I insert 0 for h, 0 for k, and 3 for r, I simplify that equation as x squared plus y squared equals 9. So that's an equation of a circle with a center at the origin and a radius of 3. In the next example, we're going to write the equation of a circle with a center at 4, negative 1, and a radius of 6. So again, we have a center at 4, negative 1, and a radius of 6. So the value of h is 4, the value of k is negative 1, and the value of r is 6. So as I input those into the formula and simplify, I get x minus 4 to the second power plus y plus 1 to the second power is equal to 36. And that represents the equation of a circle with a center at 4, negative 1, and a radius of 6. As we move along for the last two examples, now we're going to find the center and radius of a circle given in the equation, and we're going to graph the circle. So we have the equation x squared plus y squared is equal to 4. So in this equation, my center is at the origin, and my radius is represented by the square root of 4, which is 2. So now it's time to graph. The first thing we want to do is identify the center. So we have the center at the origin. After I've identified the center, I want to draw points, r units up, down, left, and right of the origin. So I put a point at 2, 0, 0, negative 2, negative 2, 0, and 0, 2. Now I'm going to draw a smooth curve that passes through all four of those points. And that's how we draw the equation of a circle. That's how we graph a circle. In the next example, we have the quantity of x plus 2 to the second power plus the quantity of y minus 3 to the second power equal to 16. Now the center of this circle is negative 2, 3. And the radius is going to be the square root of 16, which is 4. So again, to graph it, I need to first identify the center of the circle, which is at negative 2, 3. So I plot that point. And then I draw 4 additional points, one up, 4 units up, 4 units down, 4 units left, and 4 units right of the center. Those coordinates are going to lie at, the one up top is at negative 2, 7. The one at the bottom is at negative 2, negative 1. And to the right of the center is going to be at 2, 3. And to the left of the center is at negative 6, 3. And then I draw a smooth curve that passes through all four of those points. And that wraps up our lesson on the equation and graph of a circle. Please feel free to email us if you have any questions, and good luck on your quiz.